Welcome in, Pisces. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for you that covers career, love and relationships, and life path and mission for the second half of July. We have some big things happening in the second half of the month. The first thing coming up is on July 17th, the North Node shifts from Taurus into Aries. So it's been in Taurus for the last 18 months, and it'll be shifting into Aries. And it'll be there until January of 2025. So your North Node, that is your mission and your purpose in this lifetime. It's what is it that you're supposed to accomplish, and what is it that you should aspire to be, and what are the different comfort zones that you need to move out of? What do you need to do to be able to grow? And with that shifting into Aries, Aries is really that fire energy, and it's about standing in your truth and being bold and assertive, not being bound by the kind of rules of societal expectations. And it's really encouraging you to be unapologetically yourself. So some of that whole thing of standing in your own power, it's about balancing out that sense of wanting to be considerate of other people and putting their feelings first and putting your own feelings first. So as when you're on an airplane and they say, put on your own mask first before helping others, it's really trying to find that balance and make sure that you're not just giving and giving and giving to your own detriment. All right, we will go ahead and start with the career path side of things. All right, so that's for your past, your present, and what is to come. In your immediate past, you have the Fool, and that is that new beginning, new opportunities, kind of that leap of faith. So you're starting out on a new journey there. Maybe recently you've either started a new job or totally new career path. Maybe you're still in the same job, but you're doing something a little bit different than you were doing before. And that's something that's been new for you. And then in your present energy, you have your Four of Wands in reverse. And this card is a little bit to do with kind of some self-doubt, maybe lack of teamwork. With it being a family picture in there, maybe this is causing some issues with your family. If you'd started a new job, maybe it's a situation where now you're turning so much of your focus to your new job. There's always that tendency when you start something new, you want to put best foot forward and you want to make sure that you're putting in all that extra hard work and energy, which may end up leading to a situation where your family feels like you're not giving them as much time as you used to. It could also be a lack of teamwork. So maybe in this new role or this new job, maybe you're butting heads a little bit with the people that you're working with. And then in the future part, we're seeing the Seven of Wands in reverse. And this is kind of this card is actually about like burnout and surrender. And with that, when you look at this progression where you had something new and it's kind of creating that self-doubt and discord, a lot of times that means that you're going to put in extra effort if there's self-doubt there, but it could be leading to burnout. So make sure that you're trying to stay grounded, trying to stay focused and putting yourself first. As we had talked about with that Aries North Node energy, that's going to kind of give you that fire, that assertiveness, standing in your true self. And that may help kind of shift this dynamic a little bit where you don't hit that burnout stage, or you're able to turn that maybe weakness into a strength. One of the other things that's happening at the same time as the North Node moving into Aries is we also have the South Node moving into Libra. And South Node, that is kind of the tail of the dragon, as they say. And that is, what are you still carrying forwards from your past lives? What baggage is it that you're carrying? And with that, what attachments are hindering you from personal growth? And this could be either carryover from past life experiences, or maybe it's experiences early on in this life. Maybe that's the old energy that's being carried forward. And this line here, this middle one here, is your relationship or love life situation. In the recent past, we have the Queen of Wands, and that's that kind of joyful, courageous, confident, that bold type of, or bold and peaceful energy in the recent past. Right now, though, in the present, you're sitting in that energy of justice. So that is harmony and balance and equality. And so that's good when you have that feeling of balance and honor and equality within your relationship. In terms of the near future, we're looking at the Four of Cups in reverse, and with that is a self-awareness, and there's a little bit of the sadness of what maybe can't be changed, and even within this picture, this person's looking sad, and one of the cups is being reached out. There's already three there, and so there could be a little bit of sadness, even if you're sitting in a good, equal, balanced place. Something may be coming up that creates a little bit of that sadness or accepting what can't be changed, but also it's a cup of, or a card of self-awareness. Something else that's coming up this month, July 22nd, we have Venus going retrograde in Leo, and that retrograde time is that time to turn inwards and look at the healing, look at what needs to be done in order to have you be able to stand in your truth. With this, maybe it's a situation of things feel balanced, but maybe you're not standing in your truth. Maybe you're giving too much to create that balance, and this self-awareness could be coming in of yeah, there's balance, but at what cost? So that Venus retrograde in Leo, that Leo energy, that's your creativity, your self-expression. And we'll see how that plays out with your life path and mission. So put that here along the bottom. You have your Page of Swords in the past, the Magician right now, and your Eight of Cups in reverse for the near future. So the Page of Swords energy, that is kind of that planning, that curiosity, patience. So you're getting ready to do something. This is a getting ready. Maybe you've been thinking about your mission, your path. What is it that you really want to do with your life? And you're getting ready for it. And in the present, you have the Magician, and the Magician is all about transformation and how do you turn that lead into gold. So you've been planning for it, and then you're in a position of actually making things happen. Usually with your life path and your mission, it's not something that's really easy. You have to, you have to work at it. There's a little bit of a challenge there. And so you do have to work at it. In the future, there is a little bit of that sense of being stuck. So the Eight of Cups in reverse, it's kind of about avoidance. Maybe you're avoiding change. You're feeling a little bit stuck there. So some of this is a matter of persistence. You planned for it, you're doing it, you're working on transforming, but you might hit a little bit of a obstacle or roadblock there. But with all of this new big energy that's coming in the second half of the month, you can really use that energy to your advantage to help transform this from being an obstacle or feeling stuck to be able to have some breakthrough there. Let's pull a couple of oracle cards here and see what else the universe or spirit has to say to you. So this one is from our Soul Journey deck, and it is discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. And this one actually pairs up nicely here on your life path and mission line, that you plan for it, you're working on making the change, you hit an obstacle, but if you implement that discipline and stick with it, you have the ability to accomplish great things. Whatever you're setting your mind to, you have the ability to accomplish that. And even as we look at that along your other path up here, with your hitting that kind of weakness or burnout, if you are able to implement some discipline there, you can hopefully help avoid that feeling of being burned out. Maybe the discipline is being able to keep in check how much effort and time and energy you're putting into whatever this new job or new situation at work is, and make sure that you're balancing that on the home front so that that way people that are important in your life aren't feeling like they're being left behind and you're not running yourself ragged. Because the tendency is if there's problems at home, you'll continue doing what you're doing at work, but then you're going extra hard at home to make up for it. And then you can hit that burnout stage of feeling like, wow, I work my tail off at work, and then I'm coming home and, busting my buns at home to try to make sure everybody's happy. And then at the end of the day, you're crawling into bed going, oh my gosh, I'm exhausted. So this one here on your moon card, the jumper card here was your commitment is being tested. Usually when I have a jumper card, I'll pull a regular one as well. So let's pull a regular one and then we'll talk about that. All right, so here's the regular pull. Step out of your comfort zone, which that actually matches up with that Aries energy, that Aries North Node energy of stepping out of your comfort zone. Be bold. But in terms of with your commitment being tested, and I just put it here on this middle line as I work my way down, but you could put that anywhere. So your commitment could be being tested on the work front. Are you really committed to this new scenario at work, or are you more committed to keeping harmony at home? Are you committed to this path here that you think this is your calling, your mission, but you hit an obstacle? So your commitment is being tested. Are you going to push through, or are you going to say, well, I don't know, maybe that's not really the right place for me? And even on the relationship line where, things were sitting good, you were feeling like it was balanced, but then you kind of hit this sad point, so a little bit of a bump in the road. Your commitment here is also being tested of, okay, you've had this positive energy in the past, you've hit a bump, what are you doing? And all of these things could be flowing together. So if there's hiccups at home because of this new situation, those hiccups are likely leading to having this kind of sadness and self-awareness within your relationship. So your commitment is being tested, and that's just something that you'll have to meditate on. You'll have to think about, what do you want to do about the situation? How can you improve the situation? With that energy, that Venus in retrograde in Leo, or Venus going retrograde in Leo, with all of that creativity and self-expression, is there a different solution? Is there a different way to think about it to create more harmony within your life, create more peace and happiness? All right, let's pull a spirit animal card for you and see what message is coming through. Dragonfly, magic. I embrace my transformation. I courageously let go of the past. The magic of nature is in me. I am brilliant and I am blessed. And this card, this one's all about transformation as well. With these changes, the switches in North Node, the retrograde, that's about transformation and change. Your Magician card is about transformation and change. So embrace the changes as they're coming. Change isn't necessarily a bad thing. That's how you grow. There's that cycle of things need to change. Sometimes things that no longer serve you need to be released so that you have more energetic bandwidth to focus on what it is that's important to you, what it is that's driving you forward. It's very easy to turn your attention to the squeaky wheel. Whatever voice is the loudest in the room is the one that ends up getting your attention. But sometimes it's the whisper or the quiet voice that's actually the most important one to be listening to, and the other ones are just noise. So some of that, having the courage to let go of the past. Sometimes when you're in a situation where you're needing to let go of something, you're needing to release it, that can be scary, it can be tough, but be courageous in terms of picking, deciding on your path and then really putting your effort behind it, putting your resources of time, energy, in some situations, putting your money behind it as well, depending on the situation. But just know that you're blessed and there's magic and power within you, and we'll keep moving forward on that path. So I hope you found this video to be helpful in terms of giving you a little bit of guidance or something to think about during the second half of the month. I will be doing another one of these at the end of July for the first half of August. And as always, take only what resonates with you, leave the rest. And in the meantime, I will be doing the daily card pulls where I pull one major arcana card and then I'll do a couple of oracle cards. I have some other decks that I use as well for that. And in the meantime, hopefully you have many blessings coming your way and peace and happiness along your journey. And until next time, many blessings, and we'll see you again. Thanks.